Warning, this video contains names and images of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people now deceased.
A lot of people don't think that Indigenous people have been particularly involved in cricket for a long period of time, but that's totally untrue because obviously the 1868 team proved that.
It was Australia's first ever team that toured internationally for any sport. And it just so happened that they were a group of guys, I think mostly from Victoria, that travelled over and took the ship over and represented the country and I guess their culture. That's a huge part of not only, I guess, Indigenous cricket folklore, but Australian cricket folklore and even sporting folklore, being the first team to tour internationally. One Indigenous cricketer that springs to mind was a man that was around in the time of Sir Donald Bradman, by the name of Eddie Gilbert. And the Don commonly referred to him as one of the fastest bowlers, I think, if not the fastest bowler he had ever faced. He bowled like lightning, and one day he bowled to the Don and took out his off stump.
Eddie Gilbert was an absolute legend in terms of Queensland cricket, and he holds a rich place in a statue at the cricket headquarters there now.
Unfortunately, there were complications around Eddie being allowed to play cricket at the highest level. I think because of his Aboriginality, I think some people found that as a bit of a hindrance. And unfortunately, he never got the clear path to playing for Australia that perhaps he should have got.
So we have a rich history. I guess in between that is probably has a lot to be answered for, but you know, we're making some massive inroads now.
We want to tap into the Indigenous people and their natural skills and athleticism that probably hasn't been transferred to cricket enough as what it should have been in the last 100 years, I guess. We're only now just starting to scratch the surface of that and seeing a lot of natural talent, even in just young boys and girls.
Going by the Imparja Cup, I think it's going from strength to strength every year. We've been lucky that we are starting to get a lot of support.
I think just the level over the years is getting better and better, and we're getting younger people through.
There's a lot more talent identification people around as well, so it's good. There's a lot of blokes with a lot of talent around, so hopefully they can get picked up.
The state of the game now is getting to a point where we have 3 or 4 guys contracted within the state system.
Some of those young 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, right up to 19, they're playing there with their state team, and you know, just to watch them play there, you know, I was thinking, well, one day one of these lads might be wearing a baggy green.
I started out playing cricket with my brother in the backyard at home, and now I've rose up to state levels and representing my state at multiple age groups, and also playing for the Indigenous Australian under-23s team.
To play for my country would be a privilege. Everyone would be proud, my mum would be proud, my family, my mob. The ultimate goal for me is to play for Australia.
Playing with the elite boys, you get access to like good wickets, good training grounds, some of the best coaches. Like I was fortunate to have JL that used to play for Australia.
We need to get a lot of our guys being seen by national coaches, seen by national selectors.
We need to be supporting and promoting and giving them the every opportunity to start cracking those higher levels into the Australian sides.
We need a lot more kids playing the game, but we can't expect the kids to come to us. We've got to take the game to them.
A lot of these kids haven't really played the game before, and I guess they've been brought up with an AFL background.
Plenty of talent around, it just needs to be developed. You need cups like this to bring them out so that you can find them. Hard to find them out in the bush.
And you need to show that you're interested in them. When you get here, you need to show that you're interested in them. That's when you'll get them to jumping on board and playing your sports.
That's probably key to going into remote communities, is making sure that we can identify somebody there that can still run programs. Once we go back, and we can actually offer them some resources and help just so that they can keep continuing with the programs.
We have cricket training probably 2-3 times a week, but we also take it out at recess and lunch, and it's a good fun game.
I've been playing for like a few months, and I've been evolving more as bowling.
What's your favourite?
Fielding.
Fielding.
What do you love about cricket?
Batting.
If we can get these kids into cricket, I think it's really important, and it's only going to help hopefully future Indigenous Australian cricketers down the track. I think that's the main aim for the Indigenous family of cricket, I guess, to see one of their own reaping the baggy green.
Could definitely be a great role model and someone to look up to and strive to.
I've just dreamt of it all my life, just playing cricket. I've always wanted to play for Australia.
If we were to see someone in the baggy green, would really make Indigenous people take notice that yeah, we have the skills to do anything we want.
And I'm hope I'm still around when I see one of them run out there and wear the baggy green, you know, in the test side.